like taking time out on a Saturday means a lot. So yeah, thank you so much. And in return, I will make sure that each and every minute that you spend here, there's something that you take away. There's some value addition that I do. So yeah, I'll like first also thank you so much for the introduction. Everything was quite spot on. So I don't have any much to say, but I'll quickly introduce myself. So as you guys already know, I'm Kaivan, and I work at this press called IVM Podcast. It's India's biggest podcasting company, and we create content for brands in the form of podcasting. So firstly, before I start, a small disclaimer: I am not a LinkedIn expert. I don't have any professional certification or anything of that sort. But the whole idea is, I've spent a considerable amount of time around the platform. I've spent a lot of time with, LinkedIn influencer marketing agencies. So I have a little bit know-how, how the platform works, what works on the platform, what doesn't work on the platform. So I'll make sure, whatever I've learned on my journey, I try to share it with you guys. It's just that it's more of a big brother conversation, not a professionally boring lecture. One thing I promise is that this session I'll make sure this won't be boring, right? Because don't think of it as a lecture or seminar, but more of a big brother conversation where I will share whatever I've learned throughout my journey. Right? So would it be possible for me to share the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So I've created a presentation. Please don't judge me on my presentation because this is just for that I remember things that I have to speak. So I'll just share my screen. Screen visible, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. So this is the make and do presentation that I've created, and I'll make sure whatever I share is not theoretical, but much more about practical, real life lessons. Because see, if you want to learn about LinkedIn, right, you can search on YouTube how to LinkedIn, what to LinkedIn, how do you. There are tons of videos available on YouTube that will teach you much better than I can. But what I can provide with this workshop is that my personal experience, my own personal experience, what I have learned through the real life anecdote stories, that will help you hands on when you are navigating the platform. So the whole idea here is to give you an A to Z knowledge about LinkedIn, right? Like hands-on knowledge. Like whenever you're surfing or navigating the platform, you whatever difficulties you're going to face, I hope I will try to resolve them right here, right today, right? So quickly telling you, just giving you a small hint about LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn is like, if I have to sum it up in one line, it would be, it's a gold mine of opportunities, right? Like LinkedIn, most people think of LinkedIn as it's a platform where you can find jobs, but it's much more than that, right? You can, on LinkedIn, of course, you can find jobs, good jobs, right? But apart from that, you can network with like-minded people, right? आप यहाँ पे अपना network build कर सकते हो, आप अपनी personal brand create कर सकते हो, right? You can find good business opportunities, job opportunities, work opportunities, anything. So it's a complete package. मतलब LinkedIn पे you can figure out your own journey. So personally, in one word, in one line, if I had to sum it up, LinkedIn can change your life. Just to give you a small example, right? Krishman, who is at DTU, right, with you guys, he randomly reached out to me on LinkedIn, and we are now co-founding a company together. Right? That's the power of LinkedIn. That's the power of social media. So just this is just for you guys to understand how important LinkedIn is. Right. And please, whenever if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to interject, and let me know. So when it comes to LinkedIn, right, there are principally two ways where you can go about it. One is professional and one is creative. Either professional is because you create your own professional profile, up to date, perfect professional profile, where you think of using LinkedIn from a professional point of view, which is finding the right jobs, finding the right business opportunities, finding networking with HRs, networking with company folk, and stuff like that. And creator is the second part, which is you build your own personal brand. Because see, in today's day and age and time, attention is the new word. So if you have a personal brand, if you have distribution, if you have influence, nothing like it, you will be one of the most prized assets, right? So if you want to go that route, right, to build your own personal brand, then LinkedIn can help you with it. So principally, there are two ways where you can navigate LinkedIn. One is professional and one is creative path, which is building your own personal brand. I will dive deep in, for each of these parts. Starting with professional career, right? So professional is, I'll just this, as I mentioned, this will be completely practical. So I will practically take you through all the steps and show you on the screen how to go about it. So I'll just open my the first point. When it comes to professional, is your LinkedIn profile. I'll just open my LinkedIn profile so you get the hands-on idea, practical idea. You'll be able to connect and relate on what I'm talking about. Oh, this is my LinkedIn profile. Whenever we meet someone new, the first thing we will notice is the clothes, is the shoes they're wearing, is the way they are presenting themselves. So we all know, right? First impression is the last impression. So LinkedIn profile is a first impression, and of course it goes without saying, right? It has to be good, it has to be impactful, it has to be effective. So now I will take you through step by step on how can you optimize your LinkedIn profile. I will say this is one of the most important part of this session, if not the most important part, right? This is my profile, right? Here comes your name, here is the bio. This is called the LinkedIn bio, where you in a one liner you mention what you're related to. So if you're someone from marketing, if you're someone from finance, if you're someone from tech, you kind of want to make it more interesting, and you want to make sure that it's crisp, it's concise, and you get the attention of people. So here I've written explorer and writer. So since I create content on LinkedIn, I have written writer, right? Then the reason I have written explore is because I like to explore things. So you don't want to you don't want to do what everyone else is doing, right? You want to do something that's not everybody is doing. So you want to be different. You want to be unique. The thing, this is the LinkedIn banner, right? This is the thing that you're seeing. This is the LinkedIn banner. So now this is also a very important part of your profile. So now there are two things that you can do here. One is, you write something, you design something, you create a graphic which is related to your own field. So be it graphic designing, be it tech, whatever, right? Be it finance. You can write a one-liner related to that field. Or you can write something completely unique, something which I've written. What I've written is, I love the aha moment. This is the aha moment is, that moment when you have learned something new, when your mind is open to new possibilities. So this is completely random. This is not related to marketing. This is not related to finance. This is completely random. So whenever someone will, stumble upon my profile, he will wait for a second and think about this one line. That is catching the attention. As I earlier mentioned, attention is the new oil. Like every company in the world is running after attention, right? So this is how you grab it. You do something different. You stand out of the clutter, right? This is your LinkedIn banner. This is your LinkedIn profile. Now, either it could be a professional picture or it could be a decent picture. Now, it has to be a proper aesthetic picture where your face is visible. It's more of it's not that important, right? It's just like you have to be decent enough, right? Moving on. So before I move on, right, I just want to have one question. You guys can, answer by raising your hands. How many people in this meeting are on LinkedIn or have a LinkedIn account? Okay, many of them. Good to know this. Okay. Okay, so around 25 to 25 people. Okay, that's great. That's great. That means this was just sort of my understanding of what kind of audience I'm addressing here. Correct. So this makes me very happy, right? Like more and more people are already on LinkedIn. So you will get the gist of what I'm saying. So now, this is something that I was going to cover later, but this is one thing that I would like to very emphasize on, which is that you will see so there are some people who will write something on the LinkedIn profile. So here you will see in Neil Mehta there's hiring. There's a badge of hiring. Here you will see hiring. There are also some people with here. If you can see here, there are some people who will write open to work, right? People who are looking for jobs. Now, my humble suggestion would be you should never do this. You should never have that badge if you're looking for a job. You want to be different. You don't want to be in a clutter, in a herd of sheep that everybody's looking after job. So you have to impress the HR of the company with something different. So as everybody is doing open to work, if you do that also, then you won't be able to stand out. So my personal suggestion would be you should never, whenever you're looking for a job, you should never use that badge to find a job. Moving on. Now this is your LinkedIn about section, right? Where you want to be, where you briefly and crisply you write about what your whole profile is about, what you are about, right? What you have done in your life, what kind of work you've been associated with. And you have to write it in a very concise and sharp manner. And this is a thumb rule that you guys can write it down. One thing, whenever you write written content, right, whether it is LinkedIn post, whether it is emails, whether it is bio section, anything, you want to make sure that a paragraph does not exceed 3 to 4 lines, right? Because our attention spans are dropping by day and day, right? Day and out. So our attention spans are dropping and dropping, right? So we want to make sure we grab a reader's attention, right? So whatever you write, right, it has to be either 2 lines, 3 lines, not more than that. So if you will go through all of my LinkedIn posts, right, you will notice this one pattern that my paragraph will not be longer than 3 lines. This is to ensure that you grab the attention of people. Moving on, so if you'll see my bio, right, there was never a night or problem that could defeat sunrise or hope. Hence, here I stand at the dusk of my youth, waiting for tomorrow's quest, ready to face life as it comes. Now, this is really poetic, right? This is something that, now, I'm not saying everybody should do this. Some people will like it more formal. It depends on your field, right? I'm in a marketing creative field, so I can use this. So now, whole idea is it has to be different. सब कर रहे वो नहीं करना है. We have to be थोड़ा little, थोड़ा हटके. So this is the about section where you write a bit about yourself, what you're doing, what you're not doing, and also about the kind of work you're doing. So here, what in two, three content pillars would be about yourself, your little hobbies, ye wo aap kya karte ho, kya nahi, the kind of work you're done, and what kind of you want to do. Just a second, just a second. Yeah, sorry for that. So as I was saying, this is about section. Now this is very important. This is the featured section on your LinkedIn profile, which where you want to highlight the best LinkedIn post of your whatever you posted on LinkedIn, right? Because this is something that people will see on your profile, right? Maybe आपने एक साल पहले कोई LinkedIn post की होगी, which went viral, and you want to showcase it to whoever visits to your profile. Then this could be the section where you can feature it. So, for example, this is one of the posts that I created on LinkedIn, which was about networking, right? So LinkedIn में आपको मैं बोलूँ ना, so I, as we say it, right, your network is your network. So LinkedIn is a gold mine for networking. I will come to that later, but this is one of the posts that I created on LinkedIn, right? And it went viral, right? And it garnered around 2,800 likes, and it went like people 7,13,000 people served to their post, right? There was around 7 lakh impressions. So I want to I want to show it on my featured section, so that will whenever someone new will visit my profile, he will come to this and he will be impressed. Yeah, this is very interesting, this guy is doing something interesting, he has this x amount of likes, he will get excited. So you want to make sure जो भी आप post create करो उसमें से कोई चल गई नहीं चली, जो चल गई उसको you want to feature it, जो आपका you think this is your best work, you want to feature it on your featured section. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने एक पोस्ट क्रिएट की थी वेयर आई रीच्ड आउट टू इंडियाज टॉप लिंक्डइन क्रिएटर. द आई एम रीजन व्हाई आई एम शेयरिंग पर्सनल स्टोरीज, बिकॉज यू विल बी एबल टू रिलेट एंड लर्न अ लॉट. सो दैट इज द आइडिया. सो मैंने एक लिंक्डइन पे पोस्ट क्रिएट की थी, राइट, which was about I reached out to top LinkedIn creators and I asked them which is the one book that changed their life, right? And these are top creators, like they have amazing background. Someone is in consulting, someone is in finance. So I got a really diverse set of answers. So this I'll show that quickly. वो पूरा I created a LinkedIn post. There are two parts. I reached out to 50 creators actually. This is the part two. So this is how I compiled everything in a PDF. So this is the creator, it's a recommendation, something like this. So you have to do something which is really different, something nobody else is doing. So you see 1 lakh impressions, this much likes. So this one also went viral. So this is something that you'd like to explore on LinkedIn. This is the featured section. The reason why I'm this is more like I'm taking you through every step, because some people might start the LinkedIn account after this session. So they don't want to be I want them to be a little comfortable with the platform. They should not feel it overwhelming. All right. Now this is the section where you will see all the posts that I've created, right? Show all posts. This is the section where you can also see the post. Now, next part is, this is very important. This is experience. What kind of work you've done. आपकी profile क्या अभी अपने life में अभी तक किया क्या है, right? So this is how you can. You यहाँ पे कैसा है ना, now every company you worked with, right? वहाँ पे आपने कुछ ना कुछ interesting काम किया होगा. So now you want to mention it very specifically, concisely and smartly. तो जैसे यहाँ पे you'll see, the year I worked for around 4 to 5 months. It was an internship. तो मैंने एकदम मैंने जैसे कहा था 2 से 3 लाइन से ज्यादा नहीं लिखना इन अ पैराग्राफ. सो आई विल सी, आपने देखा होगा, यू कैन सी हियर, दिस इज वेरी कंसाइज डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ व्हाट आई डिड एट द लैंग्वेज. सो यहाँ पे आप पूरा एक्सप्लोर करोगे ना, यू विल सी कि दिस इज हाउ यू कैन राइट ऑन लिंक्डइन व्हेन इट कम्स टू द एक्सपीरियंस सेक्शन. तो दीज आर सम ऑफ माय वर्क एक्सपीरियंस. तो आप भी यहाँ पे अपना जैसे जैसे प्रोफाइल बनता है, यू कैन ऐड, कीप एडिंग, राइट. एंड दिस इज द एजुकेशन. सो एजुकेशन ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने सिर्फ जो कॉलेज का काम, कॉलेज की डिग्री वहां पे ऐड कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे आप सब कुछ ऐड कर सकते हो. सो आप कोई सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स कर रहे हो, प्रोफेशनल कोर्स कर रहे हो, जैसे कोई यूएस का सीए करता है, कोई कोई प्रोफेशनल, कोई भी प्रोफेशनल सर्टिफिकेट, राइट, सीए, तो वो भी आप यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हो. सो दिस इज द एजुकेशन सेक्शन, राइट. Snell, this is going good, right? Am I audible and visible properly?
Right, right. Kevin, I have received
Yes,
a
yes.
doubt.
Sure.
One of the students is asking that is it good to be a creator on LinkedIn to crack a job, or being a LinkedIn creator? मतलब, there are some benefits of being a LinkedIn creator, or they are not. Or if that person wants to crack the job, he should be
Sure.
LinkedIn creator or just a professional.
Sure. So what I'll do now, Krishman, I have noted this question down. Let me reserve this question for later. I will, answer this question in detail if that works.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah. Because I have a complete section on being a creator on LinkedIn, right? So that I'm sure that section will answer all the doubts of the students. Now this is the licensing certification section. वहाँ पे what you do, right? कि आपने Coursera पे कोई course किया, Udemy पे कोई course किया, so वो आप यहाँ पे add कर सकते हो. So this is pretty much simple. So you'll see I have done around 19-20 small courses. The Simply Learn से, Udemy से, Canva से, ये वो. तो yeah, this is pretty straightforward. वो आप यहाँ पे add कर सकते हो. कोई आप जैसे आप कमिटी में हो, राइट, तो आप कमिटी में कोई वॉलंटियरिंग किया हो, कोई आपने एनजीओ के साथ काम किया है, वो सब चीजें यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हो. सी, आपने लाइफ में कुछ भी किया हो ना, आपको लगा वो मीनिंगफुल है, इट्स समथिंग व्हिच इज मीनिंगफुल, समथिंग व्हिच इज हैड सम वैल्यू एडिशन, तो आप ऐड कर दो. And this is lastly the skills and interest section. This is pretty much simple. This is something that you can figure out on your own, right? Now, moving on. Second is now the most important part, right? Where most people will be interested, which is job hunt. नौकरी कैसे ढूंढे on LinkedIn, right? And this is something that I have to mention. I'm sure 90% of you here, I'm talking to all engineers, right? And I'm sure that 90% of you guys won't be doing engineering in the future. That I'm sure. So LinkedIn becomes even more important, right? Because we know, right? Engineers become entrepreneurs and become artists. They will do everything except engineering. So LinkedIn becomes even more important. You can connect to anybody you like, right? So even जो 5-10% लोग who will do engineering, who want to look for job, so उसके लिए I'd like to mention how do you find jobs on LinkedIn, right? So there are a few tricks and tips that I have to share with you. The first basic, the most straightforward thing is there is a complete different section of jobs, right, where you can find jobs. So see, ऐसा होता है ना कि यहाँ पे आई हैव जॉब रिकमेंडेशंस, these are recommendations from LinkedIn only. तो ये recommendations जो है ना, this is based on my profile, कि मेरी profile since marketing की है, I am more into the world of advertising, media. So all the job recommendations that are there on my profile, these are all related to my field, marketing, media, ये वो. नाउ बेस्ड ऑन योर प्रोफाइल, आप अपनी एक इंजीनियरिंग की प्रोफाइल बनाओगे, टेक प्रोफाइल बनाओगे, सो आपको उसके रिलेटेड रिकमेंडेशन आने लगेंगे. सो दिस इज द जॉब सेक्शन जहाँ पे आप जैसे ये हो गया मैनेजर मार्केटिंग, वहाँ पे आप क्लिक किया, आप डायरेक्टली यहाँ से अप्लाई कर सकते हो, करेक्ट. वो इजी अप्लाई होता है, आप अपना रिज्यूम अपलोड करो, सीधा वो हो जाएगा, करेक्ट. नाउ यहाँ पे यूल सी पूरा जॉब का आपको अबाउट क्या जॉब है, क्या ये सब यूल गेट टू नो. This is one way of applying where you simply easy apply over here. Now, one hack that I would like to, one secret that I would like to share, So, see, this is pretty straightforward, right? Everybody would be doing this. Let's see, abhi aap dekho, this was 3 years ago, this job posting was open, right? And already so applicants ne apply kar diya. Now, everybody would be applying through easy apply, right? यहाँ पे apply button दबा के सब apply कर देते होंगे. Now, how do you stand out? So, कैसा होता है ना? See, just a second. So sorry, just a second. Yeah. What you can do differently here is I have created one just So एक कुछ job profiles में there is a HR profile that was given. I'll just share. See now here influencer marketing associate for Jiva. So now this is a job posting which was created 3 weeks ago. तो उन्होंने अपनी हायरिंग टीम भी मेंशन की, जसबीर सिंह. तो नाउ व्हाट यू शुड डू हियर, राइट? You should easy apply तो करना ही है. Apart from that, what should you do is you reach out to Jasbir Singh, right? You reach out to him with a proper. I'll share a message template how you can do that. You properly reach out to him. You understand. आपको आपको स्टैंड आउट करना है, तो आप एक अच्छा सा मैसेज ड्राफ्ट करो एंड यू रीच आउट टू जसबीर. नाउ दैट विल क्रिएट द इम्पैक्ट, दैट विल इंक्रीज द चांसेस ऑफ यू गेटिंग द जॉब, right? And so mota this is how you keep applying, keep applying on LinkedIn. And of course there are other platforms as well. Wo bhi main mention kar deta hu. There are platforms like Indeed, Naukri Dekho, Naukri Wala. There, if you'll just ChatGPT in a top 50 job platforms in India, you'll get it. So usme I won't get into it, but this is on LinkedIn. This is essentially how you do it. कि आप जो जॉब सेक्शन है वहाँ पे इजी अप्लाई करते रहो एंड यू ऑल्सो रीच आउट टू द HR मैनेजर्स उधर करो. एक और चीज आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन हियर, व्हिच इज आप क्या कर सकते हो. लेट्स से मुझे निविया में काम करना है, निविया एज अ कंपनी मुझे काम करना है. सो मैं क्या करूंगा ना, निविया सर्च करूंगा, निविया इंडिया. ओके, आई गो हियर ऑन निविया इंडिया लिंक्डइन पेज, करेक्ट. देन आई गो टू द जॉब सेक्शन. अभी देयर आर नो जॉब्स करंटली राइट नाउ. तो व्हाट आई कैन डू यार, क्रिएट जॉब अलर्ट, राइट? तो आपने जैसे भी जो भी फील्ड में जो भी डिपार्टमेंट में आपको जॉब चाहिए वो आप अलर्ट क्रिएट कर दो. आपको जब भी उस डिपार्टमेंट में जॉब ओपनिंग होगी आपको नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा. नाउ दिस इज वन वे यू कैन डू हंट फॉर जॉब इफ यू वांट स्पेसिफिक कंपनीज. ऐसे आप हर कंपनी के लिए कर सकते हो. दिस इज जस्ट टेल यू हाउ टू डू इट. और अदर देन दैट एक और मैं वे आपको बताता हूँ कि हाउ कैन यू रीच आउट टू द एचआरस ऑफ कंपनीज. सो आप कंपनी, जिस कंपनी में आपको काम करना है उस कंपनी के पेज पे गए, यू गो टू दैट कंपनीज पेज, राइट? My internet is little. Hmm. I think my internet is not working, but no worries. I'll show it to you guys later. So what essentially what I was meaning was, आप क्या कर सकते हो, एक कंपनी के पीपल सेक्शन में जाके, कंपनी प्रोफाइल के पीपल सेक्शन में जाके यू कैन सर्च फॉर एचआरस. तो वहाँ पे आपको लिस्ट ऑफ एचआरस मिल जाएंगे कि कंपनी में अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट, अलग अलग कैटेगरीज के कौन कौन एचआरस. तो उसको भी आप डायरेक्टली रीच आउट कर सकते हो. नाउ कैसा होता है ना, देयर इज अ गुड रीच आउट एंड देयर इज अ बैड रीच आउट, दैट आई विल कवर लेटर. कि आपको रीच आउट करने का भी एक वे होता है विच विल इंक्रीज योर चांसेस 10x 20x कि वो आपको रिप्लाई करे. दैट आई विल शो यू लेटर इन द प्रेजेंटेशन. Quickly moving on, LinkedIn Learn. Third part is LinkedIn Learn. So essentially this is nothing but अगर आप LinkedIn के premium subscribe हो, so there is a complete different platform on called LinkedIn Learning. वहाँ पे आप कोर्सेज कर सकते हो which is provided by LinkedIn. वो सब फील्ड के लिए रहता है. सो वेब मार्केटिंग, सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, वेब डेवलपमेंट. तो उसमें आप मतलब आई हैव पर्सनली डन दोस कोर्सेज. वो एक एक दो घंटे के कोर्सेज रहते हैं. वेरी फन, इट वाज डिसेंट इनफ. मतलब मैं ग्रेट भी नहीं बोलूंगा, बुरे भी नहीं बोलूंगा, बट डिसेंट इनफ. सो आई वुड पर्सनली सी कि इफ योर टाइम एक दो घंटे की बात है, इफ यू कैन स्पेयर दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम, देन यू शुड डेफिनेटली ट्राई दोस आउट. बट द ओनली थिंग इज you should have LinkedIn Premium. So LinkedIn Premium I will also cover. So either you should have LinkedIn Premium to access those courses, or you should have you will have to subscribe. So subscription fee will be around 1500 to 2000 rupees. So this was a small part about LinkedIn Learning. So वो एक platform है जो LinkedIn ने create किया to empower LinkedIn influencers, creators, which can help them with knowledge and everything. So you can check out those. You can see if it's affordable to you. You can check it out. मतलब इतना great भी नहीं था, but it was decent enough. Basic knowledge आपको मिल जाएगी. Right now coming to LinkedIn Premium, right? So कैसा होता है ना कि LinkedIn Premium is the normal range. The range is 3000 to 5000. So एक उसका भी hack I will tell you. So what you can do is, if you don't want to spend 3000 to 5000 on LinkedIn Premium, so what you can do is LinkedIn कंपनी में जो एम्प्लॉइज होते हैं ना, so what you can do is, let's say मैं LinkedIn गया, LinkedIn, तो LinkedIn एम्प्लॉइज को फ्री कोड मिलते हैं, फ्री LinkedIn प्रीमियम्स मिलते हैं विच दे कैन शेयर विद अदर पीपल. सो अब LinkedIn में जितने भी लोग हैं, मतलब जितने भी लोग हैं, आप उन सबको रीच आउट करो. मैं तो बोलता हूँ, अगर इफ यू आर रियली पैशनेट अबाउट गेटिंग LinkedIn प्रीमियम, उसके बेनिफिट्स ये सब मैं आपको बोलता हूँ. बट इफ यू आर रियली पैशनेट अबाउट गेटिंग LinkedIn प्रीमियम, तो आप सबको रीच आउट करके बोलो कि आई वांट योर हेल्प, आई एम अ बडिंग क्रिएटर, ये वो, एंड आई वांट LinkedIn प्रीमियम. तो उनके पास कैसा फ्री LinkedIn प्रीमियम दे विल बी एबल टू प्रोवाइड यू. सो मैंने अपना पहला LinkedIn प्रीमियम फॉर 6 मंथ ऐसे ही मिला था. एक पर्सन को मैंने रीच आउट किया एंड शी प्रोवाइडेड मी विद द LinkedIn प्रीमियम. So that is a small thing that not many people know about. So if you so instead of spending 4000 5000 rupees, you can reach out to people and get LinkedIn Premium for free. Now coming to LinkedIn Premium, so there are essentially 5 plans when it comes to LinkedIn Premium. एक होता है career, एक business, sales, recruiter and LinkedIn learning. So essentially आपकी एज में तो करियर ही रेलेवेंट है, राइट? आपको कि यू वांट टू ग्रो, लर्न, ये वो. So what I would suggest कि if you can spend 4,000 5,000, see LinkedIn Premium is good. It's not कि आप पैसा वेस्ट करोगे, but it's just कि if चल रहा है then it's fine. If you can figure out a way to get LinkedIn Premium for free, and if you can surf it without LinkedIn Premium, then it's good enough. It's not कि it's a necessity, but it's an add-on. It's a good add-on feature, LinkedIn Premium. So LinkedIn Premium क्या फटाफट मैं आपको I'll tell you benefits of LinkedIn Premium. First benefit is credibility. So LinkedIn Premium से आपके प्रोफाइल पे एक बैज आ जाता है प्रीमियम का, which increases your credibility by 100 good amount, right? So credibility increases. That is one benefit. Secondly, आप लोगों को बिना जैसे फेसबुक में रिक्वेस्ट भेजो एक्सेप्ट होता है, ऐसे LinkedIn पे आप कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट भेजो तो एक्सेप्ट होती है. तो LinkedIn Premium अगर आपके पास है तो आप सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ मैसेजेस कर सकते हो डायरेक्टली टू हुएवर यू वांट टू. इनमेल बोलते हैं उसको. तो आप 20 मैसेजेस 20-30 जो भी रहता है आप वो मंथली कर सकते हो विथ LinkedIn Premium. आप डायरेक्टली मुझे निविया के सीएमओ को मैसेज करना है, मुझे अश्विनी ग्रोवर को मैसेज करना है, तो आई कैन डायरेक्टली डू इट थ्रू LinkedIn Premium. So that is few other benefit of LinkedIn Premium. The last benefit, there are many benefits, but I'm covering the most important ones. The other benefits is you can get the insights on who viewed your profile. So आपको पता चलेगा कि आपकी प्रोफाइल किसने देखी. So let's say कोई कंपनी के एचआर ने आपकी प्रोफाइल देखी, तो आपको you'll get the hint कि अच्छा इसने मेरी प्रोफाइल देखी. So you can directly reach out to that person, right? So ये सब benefits you can get through LinkedIn. I won't go deep into it because already बहुत लोग if you Google now you'll get tons of benefits. So that is LinkedIn Premium for you. So in summing up the professional thing, तो आपको LinkedIn प्रोफाइल ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में हमने कवर कर लिया. उसके कोई डाउट्स होंगे तो आई विल कवर लेटर. जॉब हंट कैसे करते हैं उसके मैंने 2-3 तरीके आपको बता दिए कि हाउ डू यू गो अबाउट जॉब हंटिंग. LinkedIn लर्निंग क्या है, आई एक्सप्लेन दैट टू यू. एंड LinkedIn Premium, the benefits of LinkedIn Premium, whether you should have it or not, and how to get LinkedIn Premium for free. Cool. So so far so good. Krishman, Sneha.
Yes, bro, it is going good, and there are some of the doubts.
Sure.
Like, yeah, we'll do that in end.
Perfect. I'll quickly cover. We're good on time, right?
Yes, we have.
Perfect. Cool. So this was more professional journey if you want to go about LinkedIn, right? कि आपको job hunting करना है, LinkedIn पे professional profile बनाना है, तो ये you can cover, right? Now coming to the interesting and very intriguing part, which is create. If you want to be a creator on LinkedIn, right? So I'll quickly give you a small roundup about my experience at Infi. So Infi was basically an influencer marketing agency, right? Which was specifically focused on LinkedIn, right? And we, as in the introduction, Sneha mentioned, right? We executed around more than 50-80 brand campaigns with India's top LinkedIn influencers. We worked with the likes of Pranay Loya, Ashni Grover, Ankur Variku, Kushal Lodha, all those people. So it was a very enriching experience. I learned a lot. I learned, what worked on LinkedIn as a creator, what doesn't work on LinkedIn. So on the basis of that experience, I would like to share some things about you. It was a very, like you understand how the agency works, how to interact with brands. LinkedIn as a market is growing. How effective is influencer marketing on LinkedIn? All those things. So now, just let's start with the basics, right? Creator banna kyun? Why do you want to be a creator on LinkedIn? Is it because of money? Is it because of power? Is it because of influence? Is it because you want brand deals? Is it because you want job? You want to define that, right? कि अगर आपको job चाहिए तो there are also better ways to do it, because being a creator is a long-term, high-investment job. आपको regularly post करना पड़ता है. You have to think of original content. You want to stand out from the crowd because it's extremely crowded now. So you first thing you want to decide is कि आपको creator बनना क्यों? Why do you want to become a creator? So personally for me, I'm not a creator. I have a decent enough following, but I would like to say that some of my posts have worked, and I've received some acclamation from other people, right? So only thing I would like to say, the reason why I wanted to create content on LinkedIn was because I like to share. कि मैंने कुछ अभी सीखा है, YouTube पे कोई वीडियो देखा है, मैंने कुछ सीखा है, I want to share it with people. I want to share it with my friends. So that's the reason why I started writing on LinkedIn, right? कि मैंने कुछ नया सीखा है, तो I wanted to share with other people. So that was my complete idea of writing content. So it's been around what, 2 years since I started writing. So I know some people have been helped through that content. So that you have to clear a purpose कि आपको किसी की help करनी है, आपको अपने thoughts share करना है, you want to be expressive. So that is the first thing that you need to clear out. You need to find your why, right? As Simon Sinek says, is you want to figure out what's your why. So that is one thing. Now I'll quickly take you through the tips and tricks of writing content on LinkedIn. So see, LinkedIn पे content more of it's text based content, right? You Instagram नहीं है कि अपने खुद की selfie डाल दी, Facebook नहीं है कि पुराने songs डाल दिए, कुछ भी डाल दिए. LinkedIn is more premium, cream nature. There is a cream of audience when it comes to LinkedIn. So LinkedIn पे so I'll just show you what kind of content is looking like on LinkedIn, right? So एक बार वो आपको relatability आ गया ना, so you will be able to understand it better. So this is how it works, right? एक text होगा and एक image होगी. This is only text posts, right? So these are posts on LinkedIn. तो कुछ लोग text and image. So mota this is how the content works on LinkedIn. Now these are some of the things. Please, I'll share the PPT and everything. Just you can write it down if you want. So these are some of the tricks, tips that I have learned through my journey. So कभी भी आप first thing you have to find your niche कि आपको किसके बारे में बात करनी है. What kind of what is your personal affiliation, what is your personal affinity, कि आपको ऐसा कौन सा topic है which you are really passionate about. It could be sports, it could be finance, it could be tech. आपको किसके बारे में बात करनी है. Once you like कोई होता है कोई extreme mathematical person, she loves mathematics, someone like Einstein, he is extreme about it, right? Some किसी को gravity, science, आपको you have to find your niche और उसके ऊपर आपको content create करना है. That is first thing. That is the most basic thing you need to cover. Once you have figured out your niche, कि आप कौन सी चीज के बारे में बात करनी है, तो these are some of the daily tips that you can implement while writing and creating content on LinkedIn. कभी भी आप post करो ना, तो you should never post without an image. So now you see कि कुशल लेधा has posted a picture with the text. So LinkedIn algorithm, the way it works, right? कि if it's only text post, तो वो reach कम जाती है. This is something that I've learned. अगर वो उसके साथ picture है, then it works very well. So आप देखोगे majority of post on LinkedIn will have images. You'll see this. और लोग अपने अभी तो एकदम थोड़ा Instagram भी बन गया है, honestly. अपने picture डालेंगे, but picture डालना जरूरी है. आप अपना भी picture डालो, but picture is extremely important. You'll see a picture, video, ये हो. And honestly, video picture works better than video. Video से reach कम आती है and picture से better होती है. Now this is not a blanket statement कि ऐसे होता है, but this is based on my personal experience. Second thing is, once you have posted your एक अपने अपनी post बना के post कर दी, right? What you should, this is a very smart way to increase engagement. आप क्या करो ना, post कर दिया आपने, 4 घंटे बाद अपनी post को वापस like करो. You should always keep liking your post. उससे क्या होता है ना, the way LinkedIn works, I'm sure most people would know here, but still I'll say it कि आप जैसे कोई post like करते हो, right? तो जो post आपने like की है, that is shown to your entire network, right? This is very basic. तो जैसे आप अपनी पोस्ट वापस लाइक करोगे, दैट विल बी शोन टू नेटवर्क अगेन. सो इफ उन्होंने पहले लाइक नहीं किया, दे विल लाइक इट अगेन. सो उससे इट विल एंश्योर बेटर रीच, बेटर एंगेजमेंट. सो कीप लाइकिंग योर पोस्ट फॉर एवरी 4 आवर्स. तो मान लो आपने आज पोस्ट किया, तो हर 4 घंटे में आपको लाइक करना है. और जनरली लिंक्डइन पोस्ट की शेल्फ लाइफ होती है 2 दिन. तो आप 2 दिन तक करोगे तो इट विल एंश्योर मैक्सिमम रीच आपको मिले. सेकेंड थिंग होती है पोस्ट टाइमिंग, कि कौन से टाइम पे पोस्ट करें, व्हाट टाइम शुड आई पोस्ट, सुबह शाम ये. सो आइडियली स्पीकिंग देयर इज नो फिक्स टाइम. ऐसा कोई राइट टाइम नहीं होता है कि ये टाइम करने से मैक्सिमम रीच आती है. एवरीथिंग वर्क्स, समथिंग माइट वर्क फॉर समवन एंड समथिंग माइट नॉट वर्क फॉर समवन. किसी के लिए सुबह वर्क्स, किसी के लिए शाम वर्क. So you have to figure out your own time. So the one way to do it, once you have built, so abhi I'm assuming that most people would be starting LinkedIn, they will be building their network, ये वो. So once you build your audience, right, मान लो आपके 5-6 हजार followers हो गए, 6-7 हजार followers हो गए. एक चीज आप कर सकते हो, you can create a poll and ask people कि what time of the day you are most active on LinkedIn. उससे आपको आइडिया आएगा what time of the day your audience is active. तो उसके बेसिस पे you can post. कोई बोलेगा 10 to 11, कोई बोलेगा 4 to 5 in the evening. So based on that, you should create your posting schedule. That is on post timing. The other thing that you should do is engage other people, engage with other people, is in a way कि आपको एक LinkedIn is all about collaboration. कि आप अगर किसी की पोस्ट लाइक नहीं करोगे तो आपकी भी कोई नहीं करेगा. So you have to make sure कि आप दूसरे की पोस्ट पे कमेंट करो, लाइक करो, ये करो, because कमेंट करोगे तो आपकी विजिबिलिटी बनेगी. अगर आपने if you commented on someone's picture, someone will click on your profile and view the profile. उससे आपकी reach बढ़ेगी. So you should so the idea is to, if you're actually serious about being a creator on LinkedIn, you have to be really active on LinkedIn. आपको ideally 3 to 4 times post करना है week में. You have to keep engaging on other social medias, other people's posts. आपको comment करना, like करना, share करना, everything. So you have to be really active on LinkedIn. Other than that, I think yeah, one interesting tip that I would like to share here is कि जब भी आप post करो ना, so आपको I'll just share. आप देखोगे most of the posts में ना, you should never share a link. So what I'm saying here is कि let's see here. आप देखोगे idea, देखोगे कि माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज कि आप कभी भी पोस्ट करो ना, तो मान लो आप कोई वीडियो के बारे में बात करो, यूट्यूब वीडियो के बारे में बात करो, तो यूट्यूब वीडियो के जो लिंक है, दैट यूट्यूब वीडियोस लिंक, यू शुड नेवर पोस्ट इट इन द पोस्ट, यू शुड ऑलवेज पोस्ट इट इन कमेंट्स. बिकॉज अगर आप, इफ यू एवर पोस्ट अ लिंक on inside the post of an external link, that is YouTube, so LinkedIn algorithm cuts it off कि वो, it is not encouraged by LinkedIn algorithm. So that is one of my key learnings कि आप कभी भी post करो, the link should always be in the comment section. You should always check out the video in the comment section below. So आप अपने comment section में वो link डाल सकते हो. Another pro tip that I would like to give is कि आपको कभी भी 10-15 लोगों को टैग नहीं करने देना है. मैक्सिमम 2 से 3 लोगों को टैग करना है. जैसे यहाँ पे आप देखोगे, इसने ध्रुव भाटिया करके इसने अपने आप को टैग किया, बट आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल. ज्यादा से ज्यादा 1-2 पर्सन को एक पोस्ट में टैग करना है, उससे ज्यादा नहीं. बिकॉज अगर 10-15 लोगों को टैग कर दोगे, इट वुड लुक वेरी मेसी एंड लिंक्डइन एल्गोरिथम विल कट इट ऑफ. या एंड moving on, next tip is कि once you, there is also an option कि मान लो आपका कोई typo हो गया, आपने कुछ चीज गलत लिख दी, now want to correct it. You want to be 100% sure कि आप you think you go through the post 10 times before posting, because एक बार post हो गई ना, if you post and then you edit, वो reach पूरी खत्म हो जाएगी, because authenticity चली जाती है, वो LinkedIn will think कि ये क्या कर रहे हैं. So you want to make sure कि आप कभी भी post करो ना, वो आप edit ना करो. आप 10 बार देख लो, एवरीथिंग इज करेक्ट, एवरीथिंग इज परफेक्ट, देन ओनली पोस्ट. यू शुड नेवर एडिट योर पोस्ट. अगर एडिट करनी भी है तो 1 या 2 दिन बाद. Moving on, other pro tip is कि what you can do ना, once you have posted and people have started commenting on you, so the first hour after you posted is very crucial, is very important. कि वो hour में आपको सबसे ज्यादा एक्टिव रहना है, वो hour में आपको सबसे ज्यादा रिप्लाई करना है कमेंट्स के. that 1 hour is very crucial. And वो 1 hour खत्म हो गया, then people will still keep commenting, right? Then you have to reply after 24 hours, because that will give more life to the post. एक दिन हो गया, then you reply to other comments. That is a very very smart jugadu trip that you can apply. I think I've covered mostly everything. Yeah, these are some of the tips and tricks that you can apply. I will share once if I have anything more, but I think, and yeah, frequency of posting could be around 3 to 4 times in a week. I think that would be more than enough. You don't want to be too much into the phase, and you don't want to phase out also. You want to be consistent, and consistency, of course, anything in life. So Naval Ravikant has a quote, right? Most of the returns in life comes from compounding, right? Just a second, just a second. Yeah, so sorry for that. So I was saying, Naval Ravikant says it, all of the life's major returns, be it career, health, it comes from compounding. So you want to be consistent. अगर आपने एक वीक 3-4 पोस्ट दिल से कर दिए, and then you figure भूल जाओ ये वो, तो it won't work. Like आपने कितनी मेहनत की हो, it's all about consistency. You have to keep consistently keep posting for at least 6 months, 1 year, तभी जाके कुछ ना कुछ होगा. And it has to be, of course, original content. आपने अगर कॉपी पेस्ट किया हुआ चैट जीपीटी, people will know it, people won't like it. वो एक फील आ जाती है. So it's about original. It's okay if it's not good. Starting में ऐसा होता, but make sure the originality is intact. These are some of the tips and tricks that you can apply on LinkedIn. Now coming to the very interesting, and I'm most will be interested in this, the commercial side of LinkedIn. कि ये सब ज्ञान तो हो गया, सब ठीक है, but पैसा कितना बनेगा? What is the commercial side of things, right? कि इससे मिलेगा क्या? Now see, I used to work with this agency, right? So I have a fair bit of idea कि how the commercial works. So let's say आपके 1 लाख followers है on LinkedIn, right? So for example, you'll see through Bhatia. He's the CEO of. I'm just opening a random profile. He has 17,400 followers. Let's say आपके 1 lakh followers, right? So ideally, if you have a brand post, right? Brand deals आप करते हो, कोई आप amplification के लिए post करते हो, then ideally you will be able to charge around 75 to 80,000 for a single post on LinkedIn, right? If you have a high engagement, loyal, authentic audience, bots ये वो तो चलता रहता है, fake likes, clicks ये सब. तो आइडिया ये कि अगर आपकी एंगेज ऑडियंस है तो इतना पोटेंशियल है अर्न करने का. आई जस्ट टेक जस्ट अ सेकंड. Yeah, so sorry that network issue. Yeah, so I'll just quickly present again. Can you please give me the sharing rights? I think
आई गेस होनी चाहिए, मैं चेक कर लेता हूँ. हाँ, अलाउड है.
yeah, it's cool. Done. Yeah. So this was the idea. This is the commercial side. कि आपको so initially your goal should not be to make money, right? That is a byproduct. If your content is good, if your original thoughts, if you're consistent enough, then those things will come. But here the idea is कि आप अपने content पे ध्यान दो. If you're actually serious about creating content, you collaborate with the right creators, you reach out to people, you create content, you think of different ways to make your post viral. You सो आइडिया पूरा आपका दिमाग जाना चाहिए कि मैं अपनी लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल को बिल्ड कैसे करूं. योर आइडिया शुड बी मैं अपनी लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल को ऑप्टिमाइज कैसे करूं. तो अगर वो चीज अलाइन हो जाएगी देन द कमर्शियल साइड विल टेक केयर ऑफ इटसेल्फ. So there are lots of agencies that that can help you out with brand deals. So there is Finet Media, there is Infi Media. So you'll just Google it and you'll find it. So that is something that doesn't need to be much discussed now. Yeah. So I think this is the creator side of things. I think I've covered most of everything. Now this is something. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Cool. Yeah. Now I want to this is the most important part according to me, because this is something that has helped me really really well. Because जैसे मैंने बोला network, your network is your net worth. So now after creator and professional, after covering those both sections, I want to now focus on how to network on LinkedIn, how to reach out to people, how to meet the people you want to meet, right? So आपका dream होगा I want to be the CM of this company, I want to be the CF of this company, I want to be the chief technological officer of this company. तो वो जो भी आपकी dreams है, right, जो लोग already achieve कर चुके, these people are on LinkedIn and they are accessible. So how do you connect with them, how do you reach out to them? So मैं आपको कुछ चीजें बेसिक चीजें बताता हूँ which can help you, which can really help you out. So for example, मैं किसी भी random person को, जैसे he is the Anup Konakudi. I don't know him. I just want to connect with him. तो मैं कैसे करूँ, right? Now कैसा होता है ना, LinkedIn पे the most basic thing is you send a connection request. तो यहाँ पे you'll see connect button, वहाँ पे मैं press करूँ and I send a connection request. So now what different you will do? इसको तो हजार लोग, लाखों लोग करते होंगे message, connection request भेजते होंगे. So how can you be different, right? Now this is just an example, right? This I don't know him. This is just a random profile and this is just a random example. So what I will do here now, I will press on the connect button. यहाँ पे कैसा है, यहाँ there is an option, if you can see here, add a note, right? You should always add a note. यहाँ पे आप क्या करोगे ना, add a note. यहाँ पे आप 200 वर्ड्स में कुछ लिख सकते हो, कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग लिख सकते हो कि व्हाई दैट पर्सन शुड कनेक्ट विथ यू। आप अपने बारे में कुछ लिख सकते हो, आपने क्या कुछ अचीव किया है, आप क्या उसको वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर सकते हो, व्हाट वैल्यू यू कैन प्रोवाइड टू हिम, और यू नो व्हाट डिफरेंस यू विल मेक टू हिज लाइफ। सी एवरी एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स ऑल अबाउट गिव एंड टेक, राइट? सो अगर आप सिर्फ हेल्प मांगने जाओगे तो नोबडी विल रिप्लाई टू। सो इन अ वे यू विल हैव टू क्रिएट अ मैसेज यू नो दैट implies that it's not about just asking for it, you will also be able to provide something। तो वो चीज आपको इंश्योर करनी है, और ये आपको पर्सनलाइज्ड, इसको पर्सनलाइज्ड इनविटेशन बोलते हैं। तो ये आपको हमेशा यूज करना है। यू हैव टू योर जो इसका टेम्पलेट है वो मैं आपको आगे बताऊंगा कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वर्डिंग, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ लाइंस, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट यू शुड यूज व्हेन कनेक्टिंग विद समवन। So this is one way. You should always use personalized connect. While if you want to connect with someone, you know, that you really want to connect. Now कैसा होता है ना, what happens is whenever you are connected with someone with you know who is at a good pedigree, has a good stature, तो कभी कभी what one of the issues that comes so is that you know whenever I press the connect button, right, so the and notification will pop and he will ask the concerned person's email ID, right? So without that I won't be able to send the connection request, so I will need that person's email ID to send the connection request. So now what now, I don't know the email ID, अब मुझे क्या करना है? Just a second. Uh, yeah. So now what should I do? Like I don't have the email ID of the person. So यहाँ पे I will give you a hack. So there is this website called apollo.io. This is a you know this is a secret. So you guys can you know try and use it. So Apollo करके there is a tool. Apollo. Yeah, this one apollo.io. So yeah, okay, you can so here you will need a business email ID to log in. So once you're logged in, I have my business ID. I'll just use that.
You guys can use your college IDs.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So now you'll go here. You'll just log in. I'm so sorry about the internet. Yeah. So you just search here. Let's say, see, these are some of the email IDs that I revealed in recent time. Right? So for example, मुझे तेजस्विन समर्थ, इसका मुझे email ID चाहिए थी. तो just यहाँ पे जैसे यहाँ पे तो मैंने reveal करा हुआ है. तो just इसका डालता हूँ. The person we were looking to, Anup Kodakundi, right? So yeah, Anup. Yeah, see, Anup Kodakundi. So now what you can do in here, सीधा यहाँ पे if you press access email phone number, आपको email ID आएगा. So this is one of the tricks you can use, right, to uh, figure out the email ID of anyone you want. So I'm sure most people would not know this, but Apollo is a great software tool which you can use, you know, to find the email IDs of anyone you want. यहाँ पे मतलब accuracy rate is around 98%. तो आप मतलब कभी कभी ऐसा होगा कि email ID ना आए या वो person का profile ना हो, but 98% टाइम मुझे तो आ जाता है. So that is one of the tools that you can use. So you can note apollo.io करके, so you can use that tool. Yeah. So this is how you connect. This is the personal invest. Apollo मैंने बोल दिया and add value, right? So here idea कभी भी किसी से आप connect करो. This is like a generalized advice, right? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कोई rocket science और other. This is a very general advice कि whenever you connect with someone, try to make sure that your communication is you know in a way that it is adding value to someone's life. People should feel कि, you know, this person is not about just getting and getting and getting. They should feel like this we will also benefit if we connect with this person. So always, you know, go with that mindset कि मुझे मैं इसकी हेल्प कैसे कर सकता हूँ. So if you what you can do ना, let's say आपको कोई किसी के कंपनी में काम करना है and you really admire someone from that company, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो ना, let's say any company, randomly take Netflix, and Netflix के आप business head या you know marketing head को मैसेज करते हो. तो आप क्या करो ना, आप जो आपको हेल्प चाहिए वो तो लिखो, चलो वो ठीक है, but आप कोई three strategies recommend करो उनको जो that Netflix can do in India or in particular ये show उनको focus करना चाहिए, anything जो आपके mind में आता है, chat GPT use करो, AI use करो, think of three strategies that you know that will benefit him. So अपने शुरुआत में from beginning only you have this value addition mindset and you started value adding, so that people will then want to connect with you. So see, anything in life comes from mindset. So आप ये tools, ये tricks, trips, ये सब जान लो, कितना भी जान लो, it doesn't matter. But if you don't have mindset, then you will lose that person. आपने अपोलो से email ID निकाले, connect भी कर लिया, it won't last, right? Because that person will sense you if you are not the right person. So idea is you have to be value adding. So that is one thing. This is how you connect. Now the most important part, right? Now how do you reach out to person? Now what kind of content you should use, right? What should be the essence of your content? कि आप जो भी content use करो वो कैसा होना चाहिए, क्या होना चाहिए, वो what is bad reach out and what is good reach out. So I'll just give you one example of bad reach out, right? So if you can see my screen, present by, yeah, this is an example of bad reach out. I'll just read it out. Let's say I want to reach out to someone called Hardik. Hello, Hardik. I'm Kaivan Parekh from IBM Podcast. I came across your profile and liked what you were doing. I wanted to speak to you for 15 minutes to understand something. I'm deeply interested in your field and would love to connect. Can you please let me know what would be a good time to connect? Thank you. Looking forward. Now, can anyone point out to me that there is something wrong that I did? If anyone can point out to me in the text that I shared.
Like I wanted to ask something, you didn't clear out what you want to ask.
Okay. Okay. No value addition. Okay.
We can say that we were not able to convince that person of what we were going to provide them.
Okay, but see, this is a connection request. So yeah, जैसे मैंने starting में दिखाया था, connection personalized invite है, right? This is a personalized invite. So you don't get much words. You only get around 200 characters or something. So it has to be very short message. तो यहाँ पे आप अपना ask या maybe आप clear ना कर पाओ. तो यहाँ पे one thing that is missing, right? जो मैंने initially बोला था कि your paragraph should not be more than 2 to 3 lines. Because attention span is a very big thing. We don't realize that कि ये मैसेज पढ़ने में कितना टायरिंग है. It's a very long message. ये देख के कोई वो कर देगा कि कौन है यार ये. Now see the example of good reach out. Good reach out. Hey Daniel, such an interesting and diverse professional background. Loved your journey. Looking forward to connecting with you on LinkedIn. Cheers. Can you see the difference now? It's very crisp, concise, sharp. It will look, it's very professional of all, right? It looks like someone of repute is reaching out to me and he must be having something interesting to share. So this is an example of good reach out. Where it's so now this is so Daniel, right? So I reached out to this Daniel guy. He is a senior growth strategist at Google, and I wanted to understand few things from him, right? So I reached out to Daniel with this message. He accepted my connection request, right? And this is how the conversation went. Once he accepted the request, right, what I did was I shared this message with him. Hey Daniel, hope you're in the pink of your health. A 20-year-old boy wanted to speak to you. I completed my graduation and have been grappling with a burning desire to explore more. You've had an astounding career till now. It'd been an honor for me if we could connect for a call. Given your extensive and diverse professional background, I believe you're the perfect person to discuss my aspirations and seek guidance from. This could be career altering for me. This call could be career altering for me. Won't take much of your time, promise. Best regards, Kaivan. Now you'll see the principle stays, right? A paragraph doesn't have to be more than 3 to 4 lines. Has to be crisp, sounding, concise, everything. So if you'll see here, I also made it little bit emotional, right? A 20-year-old boy wanted to speak to you. Then उससे लोगों को ना interest आएगा कि अच्छा okay, अच्छा. Then this call could be career altering for me. मैं उसको बढ़ा चढ़ा के भी बोला, I glorified it. So these are some of the psychological tricks that you need to play with, and of course the attention wala part remains intact. So you'll see he replied to me, Kaivan, congratulations on the graduation and taking this first step forward. Can you send a specific question? And then we connected. We had a conversation. We got on a call, and I cleared all my doubts that I had from him. This is how you connect with. This folk is from Google, right? He's a senior growth strategist, which is based in Ireland. So you can connect with anyone, be it any stature, be it any pedigree. If you have a keen learning mindset, and a curiosity filled mindset, and people will help you. Trust me. Like in my journey, I haven't had a long journey, but whatever our journey had, so many people helped me. So I will strongly recommend, if you reach out the right way, if you use the right method of reaching out, if the content and the attitude is correct, if it's a value addition attitude, then people will definitely help you out. So I think, yeah, this was how it worked out, and yeah, I think I've mostly covered everything. So now I'm happy to uh, answer any questions, doubts that student will have. Now,
Uh, yes, Ananya, you can unmute.
Hi, I wanted to ask, should I add stuff that I've done in school also as part of my skills or like courses or extracurriculars?
sure. So see, anything that you think is meaningful and will impress, or will add value to other person's mind, they will feel like this is a very interesting skill or something that you're personally proud of, then you should definitely add. There's no harm in adding extra thing, right? Because essentially the profile is for getting the first impression. वो आपकी profile देख के आपको hire नहीं कर लेगा. The actual hiring will happen when in the interview, right? When he will get to know the personality. So this is just for first impression. So यहाँ पे you can add as many things as you want, as long as थोड़ा एकदम basic नहीं, एकदम बकवास नहीं. बाकी it's all well and good.
So even if it's like 4 or 5 years old, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Yeah, if it's something that you worked hard for, it's something that you achieved, why not?
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So before next questions, someone during the meet had asked about if being a creator will help me get a job, right? So see, being a creator has n number of benefits, and getting the right job is one of them. So after, so the way I landed my job at IBM Podcast, right? I'm sure my employer would have definitely gone through my LinkedIn. So now I'll tell you something, right? LinkedIn is your new age CV, is your new age resume. Now I'm sure that companies, employers won't be looking at your CV, because आपका LinkedIn पे पूरा चिट्ठा किट्ठा सब आपका LinkedIn पे ही है. Everything is on LinkedIn. Your achievements, your what kind of person you are, everything is LinkedIn. Why bother seeing a CV, right? So I think being a creator not only helps you in getting a job, because after I've created content, I've garnered few followers, and I've some of my posts have worked, and I have a decent enough profile. Many employers have reached out to me, samne se, inbound, someone from Shebang, ye wo, and they're like, we are interested, we really kind of like your profile and it suits our job opening, ye wo, and would you be open for an interview? So of course, being a creator definitely helps, but it's not like कि अगर आप creator नहीं तो आपको job नहीं मिलेगी. As long as you have a decent profile, as long as you have decent academic background, as long as you have the right skills, it's very easy. It's very LinkedIn is a very convenient platform for you to get job.
Right. So जिसका भी doubt था, I hope clear हो गया हो. And there was one more doubt, Kaivan.
Sure.
Is it necessary to post on LinkedIn?
See, I mean, see, अगर कर रहे हो तो it's well and good. If you want to be creator, then there is no other way around, right? अगर आपको creator बनना है, then तो post करना ही है. There
Yes,
is,
because सिर्फ job चाहिए, and he has updated his profile,
हाँ.
and he has updated everything. He has done the
Hmm.
project certifications, but the person doesn't want to post anything on LinkedIn. So
हाँ, तो
is it
it's not a compulsion. It's not a compulsion, bro. Because कैसा होता है ना कि as long as your skills are right, as long as your skills are aligned with the job opening, as long as you have a decent profile, then it works out. Because जैसे मैंने कहा कि they won't hire you based on your profile. अगर मेरी post में 8 लाख views हो या 80 लाख, they won't hire me on the basis of that, right? So it's not compulsion कि आपको post करना ही है. अगर आपको creator बनना है, आपको if you want to be established as a thought leader. So for example, मुझे फाइनेंस की फील्ड में आई वांट टू बिकम अ थॉट लीडर. मुझे मार्केटिंग में कोई भी मार्केट, जैसे आई विल आल्सो शेयर फ्यू प्रोफाइल्स, गुड प्रोफाइल्स दैट विल हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट अ गुड प्रोफाइल ऑन लिंक्डइन इज, कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट दे प्रोड्यूस. तो मुझे जैसे मैं बोला था, आई वांट टू बी अ थॉट लीडर, तो देन इट्स वेरी नेसेसरी टू क्रिएट कंटेंट. तो आपको करना पड़ेगा. इफ यू वांट टू जस्ट जॉब्स, तो देयर इज नो कंपल्शन.
okay? Okay. And one more last from my side. एक था कि is it good to send random request, because यहाँ पे कुछ first years भी हैं, what they do is when they make the LinkedIn account, वो देखते हैं कि कोई और DTU का है, कोई DTU का senior है, he is working, they just send request randomly, connect दबाते रहते हैं. So is this good to create a good number of connections ताकि आप आगे किसी को approach करो तो authentic लगो, या फिर it's not right?
So see,
मतलब how to get some few initial connections, कैसे
Hmm,
लाएं?
hmm. So see, this strategy is not wrong, honestly speaking. अगर आप DTO के folks को connection request भेज रहे हो एक साथ, अलग अलग आपके कोई particular field, जैसे if you're messaging or connecting with people in the marketing field, so it's nothing harm. There is nothing harm in doing it. It's nothing harmful, right? मतलब at the end of the day you're just connecting with them, and it's not a Facebook or Instagram, there will be chit chatting, ye wo vulgar ye. It's not like that. It's not that platform. It's more professional. There are reputed people over here. So agar as long as you're doing it with a goodwill, right, with good gesture, so it's nothing wrong in that. If you're sending requests, connecting with as many as people possible, because LinkedIn ka purpose ye hai na ki you meet people, you connect with people, you network with people. So as long as that is the purpose of LinkedIn, and you won't be defining that, right, by sending requests. So it's totally fine. I mean, कि ऐसा कुछ वो नहीं कि it's a bad thing. But yeah, as long as you maintain the decorum, as long as you have the right attitude, it's good enough. There's no harm in it.
Okay, so Sneha, Solia, have you received any doubts?
So one doubt was like, should I add update about competition I participate in even if I don't win?
Okay, that is a very interesting question. So what you can do here now, I have a suggestion. So let's say you have participated in a debating competition, right? And you have not won the competition. So आप क्या कर सकते हो ना, आप पोस्ट बनाओ, ठीक है? What you can कि what you've learned after not winning, right? Ki it has, see, everything in life doesn't have to be about winning and losing. Ki what you gained out of it, right? It has to be about कि आपने कुछ क्या नया सीखा. If you can, which will be value addition to other people. कि आपको लगता है कि what you've been through, many people will go through, or many people might have gone through. So which will be relatable to them, which will be helpful for them. If you think that way, then it becomes much more easier. It makes much more sense, right? कि आप जीतो हारो फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But you are part of it, right? कि आपने ये part, you are part of it, that's why you learn these things, and you're sharing with your network, you're sharing with people. So of course that is the way I would approach it. अगर मैंने competition जीता नहीं, ठीक है, अगर जीत गया तो मैं अपनी खुद तारीफ करूंगा, ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा, ठीक है, that is, that's totally fine. But if you're not on this, there's nothing wrong in posting on that also, because मैं तो बोलूंगा और करना चाहिए, because nobody else would do it. You will have to, अगर back to the original thing, right? Being different, being unique. So मैं तो बोलूंगा जो सब नहीं कर रहा वही करना चाहिए. So in a way कि आपको, मैं तो होता तो मैं करता, मैं उसको और इंटरेस्टिंग बनाता पोस्ट को, कि मैं चल जीता नहीं हूँ, हारा नहीं हूँ, बट मैं ज्यादा सीखा हूँ, मेरे ऑब्जर्वेशन स्किल्स अच्छे हैं, मैंने कुछ नया ऑब्जर्व किया. So that is how I would approach
One more question is in the comment section.
it. How to maintain a LinkedIn profile to get updates of new openings and events in a particular field. So see, new openings के लिए I've already I'll again show it to you. So if you want to, let's say, work in a company, let's say you want to work in Nivea, right? अगर आपको, how will you know कि Nivea में job openings है या नहीं है, क्या कर रहा है, how do you know? So now what you should do is you go to Nivea India LinkedIn page, you go to the job section. अभी currently there are no jobs right now. What you can do is you create a job alert. यहाँ पे आपने create दबा दिया, आपको job title, आपकी field क्या है job की, किस field में आपको job चाहिए, you do that, you select everything, you create job alert. So whenever there is a new job opening in that particular department, you will get the notification, and that is how you get the job alert. I would personally say, that person wrote about events, right? So I would personally say you should go to this networking events that happens, right, across India. Majorly, tier 1, tier 2 cities में होते हैं, जैसे Bombay, Delhi हो गया. So you should go there. So there are a couple of websites, 10times.com करके है. There are many this websites which helps you discover events. So आप क्या कर सकते हो ना, you should go on Google and search business networking events in Delhi, media events in Delhi, marketing events in Delhi. तो आपको पता चल जाएगा कौन सी डेट पे कब है. देन अगर फ्री है तो चले ही जाओ, पेड है तो, अगर पेड होता है वो फीस बहुत ज्यादा रहती है, 8-10 हजार होती है, देन यू हैव टू गो आउट द कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री पासेस रोड, तो आपको वो करना पड़ेगा. बट आई वुड स्ट्रांगली सजेस्ट कि आपको नेटवर्किंग इवेंट्स में भी जाना चाहिए. दैट विल आल्सो हेल्प यू अ लॉट.
Okay, so we have one last doubt in the comments.
What's the recourse if one doesn't have much to write in achievements and interest? Okay, so interesting question. So
It should be get some achievement.
चलो वो भी नहीं करना है, लेट्स से यू डोंट वांट टू अचीव, आइडियली दैट शुड बी द आंसर कि आप कुछ करो, कुछ नया सीखो, अचीव करो, एंड देन यू राइट अबाउट। अगर है ही नहीं तो आपको कोई सुनेगा भी क्यों, राइट? अगर मैं ये बोल रहा था कि अगर आपको अचीव आपने कुछ नहीं किया है तो आप अपनी जर्नी को अकाउंट करो ना। सो मैंने लिंक्डइन में स्टार्ट किया था एक तो ये पर्पस के लिए कि आई वांट टू शेयर, एंड सेकंडली आई वांट टू रिकॉर्ड माय जर्नी। So whenever I used to meet someone that I really wanted to meet, so for example, I met Ankur Warikoo, I met Vinita Singh. So जब भी I met them, I had this feeling inside me, right? And I wanted to document that. I wanted to document that feeling. I want to document that whole moment. So I used to use LinkedIn for that. तो आप अपनी डॉक्यूमेंट करो जर्नी। ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि ओनली बोस्ट अबाउट अचीवमेंट्स, ये वो, आई गिव दिस टॉक, आई डिड दिस, आई क्रैक दिस एग्जाम। इट डजंट हैव टू बी लाइक दैट, एवरीबॉडी इज डूइंग दैट। इफ यू डोंट हैव अचीवमेंट्स देन यू शुड राइट अबाउट योर ओन जर्नी कि सी अल्टीमेटली यू वांट टू बी वैल्यू एडिंग, राइट? सो वैल्यू एडिंग तो आप अपनी लाइफ से सीख के भी बन सकते हो। सो इफ यू आर लर्निंग समथिंग ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, यू शेयर इट विद योर नेटवर्क। दैट इज आल्सो वन वे टू गो अबाउट इट, राइट? जैसे what I do is I write book reviews, right? I write book summaries and all that. So I wrote, so one of my posts, Ashwini Grover reposted my post on his LinkedIn, right? So that is the power of LinkedIn, where you can find your co-founders like Krishman, where you can where people like Ashwini Grover can repost your post. So the opportunities are immense. Like there is no end; it's endless. So that's the power of LinkedIn.
Great. Yeah. So yes, Solia.
So, what are your views on whether LinkedIn should grant access to follow and message all users?
I would say, as in, there should be no premise of connection request. If I want to message someone, I can directly message. That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
I think I would say I won't be comfortable with it personally, because could be randomly. I don't want to make it a Facebook or Instagram where anybody can message me or stuff like that. If there is there's a way to go about it. LinkedIn has a that repute that it's cream audience, professional audience. It's a network. It's a professional network. There is like-minded people. There's a decorum that is attached to LinkedIn, right? So अगर वो हो जाएगा, then that will tarnish that image. And honestly speaking, it is since last 2 years it has become much more cluttered. अभी आप LinkedIn पे post देखोगे, it's WhatsApp forward है, very cringy stuff, all those stuff, meme stuff. Earlier used to be very thought leadership, informative, knowledgeable stuff. But again, that is it is something that can't be done something about it. But again, I would be not in favor of that opinion. Yeah, please go ahead, Himanshu.
Maybe by mistake हो गया होगा. Right. So, do we have any more doubts? Guys, please एक बार बताओ. हाँ, एक बच्चे ने जोक भेजा है. Okay, so yeah. मैं बस एक बात ऐड करना चाहूंगा. Then Surya will snap it end. यार शायद ये पहली मीट थी कि we are ending with almost same number of people जिनके साथ हमने start किया था. So yeah, this is really great thing. Yeah, Sneha, Surya, yeah, you can end.
That was incredible. Thank you, sir, for sharing such valuable insight. Now, and thank you, all of you, for being such engaging and interactive audience. Thank you once again for joining us today. Keep learning, keep growing, and we look forward to seeing you at our next workshop. Have an awesome day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Skillo, for doing this. It's all about sharing and learning. It's all about collaboration. So again, and thank you to all of who have been patiently listening to my gyan for last 1.5 hours. I don't know, 1 hour. On a Saturday evening again, where you will be partnering with your friends, where you'll be having a dinner with your friends, and you're spending your time on laptop screen, learning about as something as boring as LinkedIn from someone like me. So it's an honor, it's a privilege. So yeah, thank you so much for doing this, guys.
Thank you so much, sir, for this incredible session. Every second was worth it. And now we can finally say that LinkedIn is not so complicated as it seems to. Thank you so much, sir, once again.
No, pleasure is all mine. It means a lot. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Kaivan.
You guys will get the recording on our YouTube channel, SKILLOP.skill. So you can, if anyone have missed any part, you can refer from there.
And I have attached the Kaivan's LinkedIn in the Google form, and he is even added in the WhatsApp group. So if you want, I'll tag him, वरना मैं LinkedIn ही share कर दूंगा. So if you want to discuss anything, just message
Yeah.
him according to the criteria. No paragraph, 2-3 lines, and make it crisp.
Amazing, bro. No, but
Make
I'm
it
more
short.
than happy to help anyone who who has any doubts. Maybe later, not now, but anything I can help, add value. More than happy to help. Please feel free to reach out to me. More than happy to help.
Great. So thank you everyone for the session. And if you want, you can engage in the group. I'll just send some jokes जो आप लोगों ने मेरे को भेजे थे, मैं forward कर दूंगा.
You guys are doing a great job, SKILLOP.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Gathering 50 people on a Saturday evening for something as boring as this. Hats off.
Thank you everyone, and thank you Solia Sneha. सुबह से आप लोग कर रहे थे. Thank you everyone.
Maya, thank you so much, Sneha and Solia. Means a lot.
So good night everyone.
Good night. Thank you so much, guys.